Okay. So just sort of blending it off the shelf type items will work just fine. It sounds like.
Yeah, you buy them at Walmart, and you're into that whole thing for $1.79 for a gallon of 50/50 from Walmart, and it's very cost effective that way and easy to get.
Yeah, definitely. So you offer several different size reservoirs. Different the different size reservoirs come with the kits themselves. How long do those usually? How often do you find yourself refilling? Let's say, for example, like you had mentioned, a 30-gallon tank. How long will the reservoir that comes with the kit itself last? Do you think, or how long do you have to refill those?
Sure, and those are good questions. That's what people want to know. I think the 2-quart that comes in the kit is really only applicable on a diesel that competes where you're only going a pull at a time or a quarter mile or whatever your event is. So that's in the kit for that reason. There's also a fitting in there to put on the windshield washer reservoir in a turbo diesel, and those are usually 4 to 5 quarts. And you can still wash your windshield with the same fluid because it's so similar to windshield washer fluid, but you actually inject with the same reservoir, and plus the reservoir's got a level sensor in it on your dash automatically. So that's what most people do, and that 5 quarts in an unloaded modern, say a 300 horsepower turbo diesel is generally going to go the whole 30 gallons of diesel with spirited driving. If a guy's going to tow, that's only going to last maybe 80 miles, that 5 quarts. So when a guy starts towing, that's when they upgrade the reservoir to a 10-gallon that we sell, and that 10-gallon will last you more than 35 gallons of diesel, even with the heaviest load. You'll probably burn 4 gallons or 5 gallons of fluid for 35 gallons of diesel when you're towing a 15,000-pound trailer.
Okay, great. And do people usually mount those larger ones in the bed of their truck, or what have you been finding to be best as far as that goes?
Yeah, the bed mount is the good one. The kit comes with a solenoid, so you don't lose your fluid, gravity feed it when you park on a hill. It's all thought out, and then the new reservoir is bed mounted such that it tucks up into the side, similar to the bed mounted toolboxes in the side, so that you can still put your 4x8 sheet of plywood in, and the reservoir won't get in your way.
Oh, okay, great. Well, excellent. You've mentioned economy a couple of times. We had talked earlier about a special economy or a package based off of the Stage 3 kit, right? That you're focusing more on the actual economy side of things as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we have a new kit that's just coming out. It'll be presented and released this week at MPMC at the SEMA event, and it's the name of it is a Stage 3D MPG Max kit. The beauty of the kit and why it's so good is that it's designed to inject a very small amount when your truck is empty, when you're not towing. So you get fuel economy benefits just tooling around town normally that you wouldn't get with the other kits. The MPG Max kit is mapped. It's a very sophisticated controller where it's controlling 2 nozzles at the same time with 2D maps on each nozzle. And so quite a bit of time has been spent mapping so that you get the correct injection and under all load states and whatever gear you're in and whatever RPM and so forth. So you're going to see power all the time with that kit, no matter if you're towing or your foot's into it all the way or not. It's a nice kit. And that's where you get your big fuel economy increases, because you're injecting a little bit of mist at low load states, and then you're preserving your diesel so that for a given amount of power in the truck, it's not all diesel, it's a lot of it's water methanol then.
Okay. Well, excellent. So that's something exciting. So you're releasing that at SEMA, was it this week? Is that right?
Yeah, there's a SEMA event in Los Angeles on the 22nd called MPMC, and it's a media conference where you show your new stuff to the media, and that's when we're going to put it out there. So it'll be available to the market right around the 1st of February. And I've got one on my truck, and I've got a new 07.5, and it's the neatest thing that's ever been put on that truck. when the kit's turned off, you feel like somebody let half the air out of your tires. It just, the whole truck feels tired.
Well, great. Well, exciting things. What are any other? Is that the next big thing, or do you guys have the next thing on the docket? Are you able to talk about sort of the vision for late 2008 or early 2009? What do you guys have planned for that?
Our big push right now is for the new trucks. You know, there's a lot out there on the new trucks and the new particulate filters plugging up with the typical diesel mods, and so the beauty of our product and our technology is that it cleans particulate matter. So we add power and go the other way, and so we've got some co-development efforts with some larger companies to come out with these products that work with the diesel tuners in conjunction, where you can really get the power up on the new 07 plus trucks without hurting your particulate matter trap and causing a bunch of warranty issues. So that, I think that's where everything is going, is working with the new emission systems.
Okay, great. Trying to figure out a way around those. And speaking of, you had mentioned warranty. If somebody with an 07.5 pulled in with a water methanol injection because it cleans that particulate matter, or is the dealership going to be happy to see that, or are they going to try to avoid the warranty, or what's been your experience so far?
Well, I think my experience has been that if you've got anything on your truck, you shouldn't go in to a dealership with it. And that's, if I was going to go in for warranty, you know, and we're not trying to fool the OEMs or put anything over on them, but, you know, you don't want to be bounced out of warranty for something unrelated to the mods you've done to your truck. I think that just my recommendation, like a chip or a reprogrammer or a air intake or anything, is to take it back to stock. I wouldn't want to run the risk of them not honoring the warranty.